Thank you for tuning in to Mr. Cliff's Toy Shop. On today's review, we take a look at the San Diego Comic-Con toy exclusives, or what should be San Diego Comic-Con anyway. Let's go ahead and start with Hot Toys. So Hot Toys showed a few releases, one being the Iron Man, which is absolutely no surprise, but the Neon Tech Iron Man 4.0. Now, I did cave and buy the first release. However, I pass on the second two. That would be the yellow version of Iron Man, the orange version of War Machine, and I am actually going to pass on this Mark 50 as well, even though I think it looks really good. So I'm very disappointed in this release. Hot Toys could have used this opportunity to give us one of the many missing Iron Man armors from Iron Man Protocol. It's been a few years now since we've actually received one of those core 50 Iron Man armors that we need to complete our Iron Man lineup. Instead, what do we get? Another color variant. Something that, as far as my knowledge tells me, isn't in the movies, isn't in any of the comics. It's just another quick cash grab by Hot Toys. And I get at times companies need to do this, but this cannot be the standard. So moving on to the next Hot Toys release will be the Armorer from the Mandalorian. I have absolutely no idea if this is actually the name. I'm just going by what I see. And I think this is a cool release. A character that really didn't have major time in the show. However, Hot Toys finding a way to give us that character. This is one that I'm going to pick up. At this time, I don't know the price point. I'm thinking that is going to be somewhere in the area of $250 to $300. From the images that's shown, it doesn't come with much. But this isn't a character to where I feel like you need a lot. For those of us that are collecting Hot Toys Mandalorian figures, this one should fit pretty nice in your lineup. And now moving on to the final reveal would be the Cyborg Spider-Man. And I have to say, I am pumped for this one. Yeah, I know we have so many Spider-Mans. I don't know for this one if it's that I just didn't see it coming, or if I missed out on the Target exclusive from Hasbro. I just couldn't find that figure, and I didn't want to pay eBay prices for it, so I ended up not getting it. This one I will pick up. Price point, I am guessing it's going to be around that $285 price point, as the Spider-Man figures are seeming to go up in price. I don't see this figure coming with many accessories. We're going to get those same webs that we get with every single Spider-Man. I doubt we're getting any interchangeable heads, as we really don't see that too often with the Spider-Man figures. But this one here looks great, man. The arm looks fantastic. Really digging the costume with the slashes and tears, the bandages. Really liking this one. Now, for the last year or two, the Spider-Man Toy Fair exclusives have been available. The Spider-Man 2099 from last year is still available. I am not going to chance this one. This is one that I'll probably be pre-ordering pretty quick. Hopefully this time with these Hot Toys figures, they're going to release relatively quick. Usually they show these and we're waiting around for several months. It took a while before we actually got the Whiplash. That figure was really delayed. Now, one of the things that I've noticed, usually for Toy Fair, Hot Toys will show 4 exclusives. Here we're only seeing 3, so I'm wondering if Hot Toys will reveal another figure at a later time, or if this year they're just going with 3 figures. We got the Iron Man figure, which releases every single year, so that one is accounted for. We have a Star Wars, we have Spider-Man. I'm thinking that perhaps another Toy Fair exclusive may have been from the Black Widow movie, but being that it hasn't been released yet, maybe they're holding on to that figure to reveal it at a later time. So I'm not going to speculate what that 4th one may be. So jumping over to Storm Collectibles. Storm Collectibles showed 2 teasers today for their San Diego Comic-Con exclusives. So we see one with an effect piece, and a few thoughts came to mind. It looks pretty similar to the power effect, I believe it's called the Geyser, that comes with Terry Bogard. But being that Terry Bogard has already been released for a year or longer, I doubt that this is actually something belonging to Terry Bogard. So I'm going out on a limb here, and I'm going to say that this is possibly Blanca from Street Fighter 2. I would be so hype if we actually get Blanca in the next month or so. And in an earlier video, I had mentioned that Storm Collectibles still had time to give us that core Street Fighter 2 really before this year ended. Now, to where I'm skeptical if this is Blanca, I can't see Blanca only being a con exclusive. This character is going to be wanted by several collectors. So if this is something released, maybe it's a paint variant, maybe it's a bloody one. Only time will tell. Hopefully, Storm Collectibles reveal this one sooner than later. The next image that they showed is that of a leg. This could be so many characters. I have no clue. Wrestling came to mind, perhaps new Hulk Hogan. What makes this very difficult is that I don't know what colors I'm looking at. You know, if this was blue and red, then, you know, I'll say it was Superman. If it was black and gray, then I'll say it's Batman. But just showing this image here, I have no idea. It could also be from their new line new license they picked up, which is Baki. Well, hopefully full images are released before July. So jumping over to NECA, NECA has revealed that they will be doing a 4-pack with large accessories. So I doubt that we're going to get another set of turtles. Of course, I could be wrong. That was NECA's thing, so it is a possibility. However, I'm going to go with some teasers that NECA has shown. We've seen the Channel 7 building, so I'm going to assume here that we're actually going to get a 4-pack with the Channel 6 crew. So if they decide to actually do this, that would give us Byrne Thompson, which is the boss of the station. So that would also give us Irma, and NECA, without a question, would give us that rat version of Irma. I'm thinking we would get a new April on a taller body to make up for that short version that we received. And she would have those interchangeable parts for that cat episode that she was in, just like the Vernon figure that we received. And the last figure, I think, would be Blogget, which is the Channel 6 news van driver. And here I'm really going on a limb. I'm thinking that we're actually going to get the Channel 6 news van. Now, if I'm right about this, remember where you heard this from. If I'm wrong, hey, it's just a toy collector wishful thinking. But I think this would be a really cool exclusive set. NECA would make this available more than likely on their website, so everyone who wants one would have the opportunity to pre-order it. At least this is what I'm thinking. Thought I was ending with that news, but I forgot to throw in Hasbro. So Hasbro has shown a few exclusive, one being the Venom from the animated Spider-Man series, which looks pretty good. I still don't think it's a perfect Venom, but it's a lot better than the releases that Hasbro has given us in the past. Now, whether you like that purple and blue, that's gonna vary per collector. So I can see myself picking up one of those. Now, the Compound Hulk, that is a figure that I actually want. I have the Marvel Universe one. Me having the Legends one will fit in so nicely. And I think this is what con exclusive should be. Characters that you don't have to have in your collection. Some will absolutely want it, the completionists, or if they're like, hey, you know, this character was in one of my favorite comics. But if you're missing Compound Hulk, I don't feel like that's just a core character you have to have. We're also getting another version of MODOK, which has that Elvis expression. Pretty cool, but not enough to get me to spend $75 or $90. He comes with another figure, which I'm completely unaware of, as I am unaware of this MODOK. This is the first time that I've seen this. So jumping over to Transformers, they have a collaboration with Jurassic Park. And that is pretty cool. So you'll be getting the T-Rex, and you'll be getting that Ford Explorer and that famous Jurassic Park scene, one of the original movies. Pretty cool. I'm going to pass. I don't collect this line of Transformers, so it's not for me, even though I think it's a great set. So this is going to end this video. I didn't want it to be too long. Plus, I'll be doing a few videos. I plan to do so this week. One being the Hasbro, what we know, what we suspect. The other being Super 7, what we know, what we suspect. So thank you for tuning in to Mr. Cliff's Toy Shop. I hope to catch you during the next episode.